Hi guys, it's Lizzie. So today I'm going to be making the kind of part 2 of this video because part 1's like too long. It's kind of ridiculous. So basically after the aftermath with Irrational Games, I ended up receiving some messages from a person called Jason, and I'll roughly kind of say. So basically Jason kind of contacted me and said, we're really sorry for the rubbish that you had and the bullying and the harassment, and they said, you know, myself and Ken Levine and the studio appreciate people who cosplay and do everything. Just wondering, you know, we'd like to send, you know, you a gift as a part of our token of gratitude. So they sent me a gift. I got to choose what figure I wanted, and I did. And we kind of discussed that, and then Jason started asking me questions about cosplayers and just said, is there anything, you know, have you got any ideas about cosplayers, you know, when we launch our next game, is there anything that we can do to kind of, you know, help cosplayers along? Because, you know, cosplayers, it depends on the cosplay, it's pretty tricky trying to do something. You know, for example, I mentioned how to do a step-by-step kind of breakdown of the character, because when I cosplayed Liz, I didn't really see any videos on YouTube breaking down from the makeup to the hair to the costume to the props to everything else, and this is how it's made step by step. I never really had that, so I made it happen. I saw a gap in the market and I thought, I want to do that. I want to nick that idea before someone else does, and that's exactly what I did. And I mentioned that. I even mentioned that I made replica props because I just could not get hold of them at all. I was lucky to find a flask from the market, and I'll put a picture of the finished bottle, and I made the salts bottle, and it would have been amazing to buy something like that, but of course I had to make it, you know, there was no other way around it. And I even mentioned that, and I mentioned like little 3D models of like characters would be really cool. For example, you know, like Booker, you don't really see him in the game, but it'd be so cool to have like a little model of Booker and see his costume, see the back and see the face and everything, and I thought that would really help people. So I mentioned that, and I mentioned the corset as well, how I made Liz's corset screen accurate from what I could see, and I had to do that myself because there wasn't anything like it. Well, there are, but they're asking like 200 quid. So I ended up doing that, and we just discussed, and you know, I just said, if you need any other help, kind of let me know. And yeah, so I technically kind of got to work with Irrational kind of about their cosplay. I didn't get, you know, obviously I didn't get paid for it, I was just giving opinions and stuff, which is fine, more than fine for me, and I helped them along. And I think it's great to have someone who cosplays and kind of say, look, this is what we want, kind of thing, as a community or as a person. This is what I feel is kind of lacking. And, you know, I really kind of helped them out, and it was great. So, yeah. So, the fact that I got to kind of work with Irrational, like I got to kind of discuss ideas, was beyond. I never thought they'd ever ask anything like that, and I thought it was really cool. So yeah, I can proudly say that I gave Irrational ideas. I was like, yes, you know, brilliant, like really happy. So another thing, the gift that I received, basically Irrational just said, we want to send you something as a token. So they had a list of figures, and I ended up picking the I ended up picking up the Big Daddy. It's a really lovely figure. It is like bigger than my head. Like, look at that, that's kind of insane. It's really big. That's what she said. So, you know, they said kind of have anyone you want, and I had the others. I had Liz, I had Booker, I had Songbird, and I was like, I just as much probably love the original, so I thought I want a Big Daddy. not in that way. Sorry, I got a big daddy, so he's now going to rest on my shelf with all my others. Got too many. Too many of those pop figures. They're addictive. Really addictive. I've got... How many have I got? 20? 25? I've got too many. But yeah, so I thought it was lovely that, you know, Irrational could kind of do that for me. And I got to help them out, essentially, you know, with cosplay, but also they sent me a gift as well. And I thought, yes, I don't have to... I have to get that gift now for myself for Christmas because I'm lonely. Just like Liz, I'm lonely, so I got it, you know, got it for myself. So I'll have to do that. But no, it's lovely. I think Bioshock is just a truly wonderful game in general as a series. It's very inventive. I'm surprised no one else came up with it. It's kind of one of those ideas, like eureka moments, like, oh my god, this is so brilliant. But no, I absolutely loved, you know, working with Irrational, kind of working with them, and I loved getting something from them in the sense of, I never thought they'd ever send me a gift. I thought they'd just say, we're really sorry, you know, really sorry kind of thing. And at the end of the day, they shouldn't be apologising, because at the end of the day, the people that should be apologising are the bullies, the people who do it. And, you know, at the end of the day, you know why they do it. It's because they're jealous. They probably have been through really bad lives, probably had a few things happen to them. Like, I'm not going to lie, I've had really bad things happen to me, but I've kind of turned out okay. Okay, kind of like Liz. Okay, sometimes. You know, but the only reason they do it is because they're jealous, and, you know, as long as you kind of keep your high ground and kind of stand up kind of for yourself, I suppose, I think you'll be okay. So, yeah, so I think that's all for this video. It's too long. It's like, I'm looking at the counter now, it's like 7.5 minutes. I'm like, it's too long. So, I'm gonna go, take all this off, take all the makeup off. I only put it on for this because I kind of, you can't see because I the camera, but I love doing her makeup. It's very pin-up like. The wig isn't perfect because I had it in storage, so I had to quickly like put the ends on here. And it's not a lace front wig. It is a normal wig, but I've just pinned it there, as you can see. But I have improved with the makeup for Liz. You know, definitely I have improved for her, but I might do another tutorial at some point. Not right now, maybe in a while. University's too much at the minute, so I'm trying to catch up with everything else. So yeah, so I'm gonna go anyway, but it was lovely making this video. I really enjoyed it because it gave me an excuse to do this. So yeah, and about Liz, I'm not going to bring her out for a while. I've got a new con coming up this weekend. It's Fantasticon, it's in Yorkshire, it's great. I'm doing that. I'm actually a guest, which I never expected. I'm a special guest, I'm filming, I'm cosplaying, I'm taking pictures as well, and it's really cool. And I'm doing that. And yeah, so I'm doing that. And it's great. So I'm ringing corset Liz for that, and then I think I might not wear it till April because I don't really have cons during that kind of time. From about October to about usually June actually, I do nothing really apart from the odd con. So it's because of university, it's because of life, it kind of gets in the way. But yeah, so I'm gonna go, but thank you very much for watching. I'm really sorry this is long because you guys are probably like, oh, here she goes, she's going on again. I'm really sorry. But yeah, so I'm gonna go. Thank you very much for watching, and if you have any comments or anything, let me know in the comments below, or anywhere, Instagram, anything, Facebook, I'm all over the place, kind of, so let me know. And yeah, so I'll see you guys soon, and I look forward to it.